Obligations as parents is to teach kids the value of a dollar and how to manage money. Now, it's not always easy, but thankfully there is a new book series to help. Canadian entrepreneur Teresa Cascioli is the author of M is for Money, and she joins us now to talk about it. Good morning, Teresa.
Morning.
Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to talk to you about this because my kids are 6 and 7, and you know, we've got lots of questions about what to do with money already. But tell me first, why did you want to write a series of children's books specifically focusing on money management?
Well, first of all, I think financial literacy is so important, and the younger children start to learn about money, you're basically setting them up for a sound financial future. So I went to give a gift of money to a child and figured, well, they're going to just think it's paper.
Right.
So I went to the bookstore and I couldn't find anything. So I thought, I'm going to write a series of books to talk to kids about money.
Perfect. Why do you think it's so important for kids at this young age to really start learning about money so early?
Well, they learn about everything else. You know,
Right.
They learn about reading and writing, and it's just as important as reading and writing. So I thought when they're starting to grasp basic concept, and they're starting to get money for gifts, or
For sure.
they start asking you about spending some money. So when they start becoming inquisitive at 4, 5, 6 years old, that's when you've got to get them.
Well, certainly. My kids are 6 and 7, and we've already run into this. You know, they get money, for example, for birthdays from grandparents, and it's paper money, and they understand already that paper is different than coins, and what do I do with this, and how much can I spend? But you're saying you can already see their personalities, their financial personalities.
There are, we've done a lot of focus groups, and some kids are natural savers. They don't want to spend it. They'd rather spend your money, Mommy.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But then there's the ones that are, I want to go and shop. So the books start really with the fundamental rudimentary basics. You know, what is money? The difference between coin and paper. Right. And that's sort of the first one, the little piggy bank. And then we go to the little lemonade stand where they learn about earning their coins, right? As opposed to taking it from us. And then they go to the bank. So there's the little trip to the bank. So when they accumulate enough in their piggy bank and they start to get cash from their grandparents or family and friends, take a walk to the piggy bank, take a walk to the big piggy bank, as I call it.
Right,
which
the
is
big
the
piggy
bank,
bank, which is the bank.
And then the series just continues and teaches them about a loan, which is a promise to pay something back.
Oh, yeah.
And teaches them about counting comes first, so the notion about a budget. And finally, I ended up the series by talking about giving is great. So teaching them about helping those that aren't able to help themselves and to give some of their money to charity.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. What age do you think that we should maybe even open up a bank account for a child?
Well, I think once they start getting money as gifts, there's a lot of grandparents and family members that would rather give a child a gift of money than try to figure out what they need.
Sure.
So once they start to accumulate coins and dollars, and their piggy banks started to get full, like Tessa and Benji's are in the books, they take the trip to the bank. And I think that's a good time. When they start understanding that it's important to save and not just spend it all.
Just spend it at the Disney store, right, exactly. What about an allowance? What are your thoughts on giving kids an allowance?
You know, I think a small allowance is not so bad because that's how parents can figure out if the children are savers or spenders, or, you know, you can start to see their habits and see what they do with it, and they can start to value that when they want to buy something. To take it out of their piggy bank means that they have to take something of their own, and they start to figure out what has value and what's really important to them.
Right. I know we've certainly started having those conversations already. So, you know, you get $20 from Grandma. Do you want to spend all the $20, or do you maybe want to spend half of it and get something you really like and then maybe put away the other bit?
Right, and Tessa and Benji deal with those issues as well, and I guess the books really give parents the tools to start talking about the things that you mentioned and start the conversations, but not like a lesson, more like a fun story as opposed to something that they have to learn.
Have to learn, yeah. You know? Which is fun, because that's how kids really take things in and retain it, is when it's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful.
And teachers have it an easy teaching guide on the website that they can go to, msformoney.ca. It's for free. All their lessons are done. There's activities and games that they can play in the schools with their students. So between parents and teachers, we'll get them.
We'll get them done. We'll get them ready.
Right.
That's great. Thank you so much. Now you've got a wonderful giveaway for us as well, which is great. So we want you to get a chance to get your kids some financial literacy going on with a prize pack to give away. There are books, play money, birthday cards and invitations, even a coloring book. And here's a good one, a gift card to Mastermind Toys. All you have to do is click on contest, go to our website, and scroll down to daily prizing to enter. Please tell us you're entering for the M is for Money prize. No purchase necessary. Full rules at breakfasttelevision.ca. Teresa, thanks so much for being here
Thanks
this
for having
morning.
me.
This is great stuff. I think
I'll
the
leave
kids
you
are gonna
those
love
with
it.
your kids.
I would love that.
That's
Thank you so
awesome.
much. Thanks, Teresa.
Thanks.
Let's